thoughts on what happened up there on stage, man? Both fighters, they exchanged the push and punches were landed, and Canelo's bleeding. Is it okay? The fight's still on day?
Sure, look, I mean, we'll get the news and update on Caleb. I mean, it's my expectation that everything's going to go forward. And look, there's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of history between these guys on social media and otherwise. And there's a lot at stake. And it's unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is, and now we move forward. I mean, that's the result of a lot of emotion, a lot at stake.
Yeah. And how do you take that? Canelo's never really lost his cool like that.
That's a really interesting observation. You're absolutely right. It takes a lot to get under Canelo's skin. We usually don't see that. You know, if that was part of the plan, then I think it was successful. You don't see that very often, almost never.
Yeah, and just despite this obviously adds to the pay-per-view a lot of interest, but
yeah, you know, I'm not one who like philosophically thinks, oh, you know, that's great for the pay-per-view. I don't think it's a good thing for the sport. I don't think it's a good look. I don't think anybody's buying the pay-per-view. Sure, it makes some headlines, you know, and some social media talk. The fight's 7 weeks away. There's a lot of marketing and promotion still to be done. So look, we're not going to put them in a position where that can happen again.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of emotion. The fight is good enough on its own. We don't need stuff like that to help sell it.
Definitely. Last thing, not looking past this, but what's the future hold for Canelo and Showtime Sports and yourself working with him?
He's taking it one fight at a time. But you know, for my money, I think the Charlo fight and the Benavidez fight are the two most interesting fights for him. I know there's some challenges at 175 that could be interesting, but for my money, those are the two fights as a Canelo fan that I want to see. I want to see Charlo, I want to see Benavidez.
Yeah, a lot of people are surprised that it did end up on Showtime and not Fox. Obviously, the majority of the bigger fights are ending up on Fox for PBC. Can you just add us about the negotiations of landing such a big fight?
I mean, you know, quite honestly, it was a little bit surprising. You know, that was the expectation. You know, we've been in the sport a long, long time. We've done the two biggest pay-per-views this year. Yeah, Fox, we are sharing some of the pay-per-views with Fox, and Fox has been active. But we're not going anywhere. And, you know, we were aggressive in pursuing this fight. We believe that we do the best job, the best production value, the best announce team. We know how to market. We've been doing this a long, long time. And we're able to give this sport and give this fight in particular the platform it deserves, the spotlight it deserves.
Thank you, Stephen. Appreciate the time.
Okay, you got it.